It's a delay, it look like. Good evening. Well, it's more than good evening. This Minister Ginger coming to you tonight on um, my unknown facts. So what I'm presenting, as I said today, um, what I'll be presenting. And so I'm sorry, you guys. Not a strong, not a strong signal tonight. It might look like I'm a delay. Excuse me. Um, how you doing? I know I'm a little late. I said around 7:30, a little over 7:30, but again, I had a today wasn't so far this week haven't been a good week. I've been forgetting things or whatnot. And and I got my DoorDash delivery. I'm I got it sent to my mother's house by mistake instead of my house, so I had to go get it. And so that's what took me that's why I'm late coming on late. I know it's excuse, but that's why I'm late tonight. And then two, I'm had parent teacher conferences this afternoon, and it just was a lot, and I even missed one. So um, for Halima or whatnot, because their school is different from Blessing, well, the district or whatnot, but they don't go by the district. So I guess they go by what the archdiocese or whatever, however they do it. But I'm here and I'm coming forth to you tonight. As I said on Sunday, I'll be presenting, I'll be presenting uh, well, today is Human Rights Day. Human Rights Day. So we're to put forth the awareness of Human Rights Day on today. And sorry, I was just rambling on. Hi, Bishop. Hi, Masalta. um, so, um, so tonight I will be presenting Human Rights Day, which falls on today, December 10th. December 10th. It's celebrated annually each year around the world, not just in the United States. It's celebrated annually um, on around the world. This is the to commemorate the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is abbreviated UDHR. They chose this date to honor the United Nations in 1948. And it's also to celebrate the inalienable rights for all people, not just for the US, for all people around the world, with annual themes focusing on current challenges and like dignity, freedom, and justice for all whose specific right issues, any issues that you have for all people. To, Also, I've read on is to serve a call of action to uphold these fundamental rights against ongoing global issues around the world. When you say global, everyone around the world. Hi, Sister Rickenbacker. Thank you for joining. Um, Also, to serve the call of action to uphold these fundamental rights against ongoing global threats like poverty, conflict, and discrimination. So I guess what they're saying is like, especially what's going on around the world, especially with the war between the Ukraine and Russia. And so it's just that falls under the conflict umbrella. Um, and so um, and also it marks, as I said before, it marks the anniversary of the UN General Assembly proclamation of the UDHR on December 10th, which it started in 1948. That was long ago. So December 10th falls on this. Today is Human Rights Day awareness day. Excuse me. The landmark. So this represents the landmark document continuing 30 articles of outlining universal rights such as the right to life, liberty, freedom from slavery, freedom of expression, and equality. And who spoke more about human rights and equality? Dr. Martin Luther King. He wanted everyone to get along no matter what color you were, green, blue, yellow, brown, white. He wanted everyone to get along. So, um, and also freedom of speech. I get that out of that. Freedom of speech. That's one of the laws. Um, so this time is used to raise awareness about ongoing human rights and who's abusing them, such as in Gaza, the country Gaza, and the growing threats from authoritarianism and inequality. Excuse me. We want to encourage. Today makes what we want. Today we want people, individuals. Excuse me. Well, I could say people because individuals are people, right? um, to encourage individual governments and organizations and to work towards making human rights a reality for everyone and everyone. So we want everyone to get along. What I said, what Dr. Martin Luther King said, he want everyone to get along, no matter what colors is your skin. The theme for this year, for 2025, for the Human Rights Day, is our everyday essentials and highlighting how rights are essential for daily life. That's the theme for this year, for 2025. I'm going to read it again. Our everyday essentials, highlighting how rights are essential for daily life. That's our theme. And so I have it says four basic human rights. Do we know what are the four basic human rights are? I don't know. I didn't know. Again, the research that I do each week, I don't know. So, and I love to research it or whatnot. And I like to bring forth to everyone to let them know if they didn't know. And some do know and they want to add on to let me know. And so some of the things that I don't know, or if I'm coming forth, maybe it's more because I like to just keep digging and digging and digging. Because especially if it's good info or research, not even info, excuse me. Well, it is information. I like to dig even more. So I love to research. So the four basic human rights are food, education, also work, health. I'm sorry, it says work, health, and liberty. Sorry, can't read my whole handwriting. So it's food, education, work, health, and liberty. Food, education, work, health, and liberty. And also the seven main human rights. Number one is see, you didn't know, right, Bishop or Salsa? I didn't know. So I hope I'm bringing very informative to you guys each week. Um, so, and I like to give a little mystery as well, or like, so. Number one, equality before the law, the right to a fair trial and presumption of the innocence. That's when you're presumed innocent and guilty. That's why they say that in court. You're presumed innocent or guilty because the lawyer has to prove your innocence. So that's a part of your human rights. So you need to know that. You're right, Sister Rickenbach. It's very important because some people don't know the law, and then sometimes the law will take advantage of that if you don't know the law. Um, and so that's that's good information to know. Um, Freedom of thought, that comes with freedom of speech. Whatever comes to your mind, if you want to speak on or not, and it's freedom of speech. It's the land of freedom of speech, so you can say whatever's on your mind. Freedom of thought. That's number three. Number four is Conscience and religion. Anyone can choose what religion they want to choose or whatnot, and it shouldn't be um, frowned upon if you want to be a Catholic or if you want to be a Muslim. Again, in that Dr. Martin Luther King speech, he wants everyone together. He wants everyone to come together, no matter what race, what religion. So it's Human Race Day, y'all. I'm feeling a little powerful today, and things, especially things I didn't know, because I didn't even know this day existed actually. So I thank God for that. Five, freedom of opinion and expression. That comes along back to number three, freedom of thought. So you can, it's ways you can express yourself in different ways. It doesn't even have to be verbal. It could be on pen and paper, writing a book or whatnot. Yes, correct. The law hopes you are ignorant to the truth. Yes, that is so true. And it's good when people get online, and thank God we have social media platforms now. Like if people, they'll come forth with their story, or even if if they are the law, they come with pointers to let the people know that, hey, don't do this, or you should go say this, and you can't say that. And so um, a lot of people in the law and political wise too don't think everyone knows what they know or whatnot. So it's best to educate yourself on that. Number six, peaceful assembly. We don't want a big riot again, because what I keep referring in reference to this, that Dr. Martin Luther King's "I Dream" speech, and he wanted a peaceful march, in which he did. Everyone met on the Mall of Washington. Excuse me, I got rain. That's one of my favorite places. If you guys haven't done it, if you're from the DMV area, and in the summertime or in the spring when if it's warm, it's in the nighttime, in the evening when the sun is going down, that's a nice place to go walking. Is on the mall and by the monument, and by one of my favorite places in DC is the Lincoln Memorial. It's so nice, and then the civil rights um, memorial, and then you have the World War II, and then the tidal basin. They're all in one. Did not know. It's a nice walk to, again, if it's a nice night, go down there. You think it will be no one down there? Oh no, it's tons of people like down there when it's summertime, and go down there. And even you can go see the Martin Luther King Memorial and his big statue and his different quotes they have and played it in the wall on the marble. It's real nice, you guys. And hey, you better go see it, because we don't know with this orange man, he might take it away. He might take it away. So it's best you go now. I even been when it was cold, not too cold, but these last few winters we haven't had a big, like, it hasn't been as cold as this year, but in the past it's beautiful, guys. And now it's Christmas time. They have the Christmas lights and whatnot. Again, it's not scary. I thought it would have been scary, but no, it's tons of people down there. um I would say, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But um because every city has their little rodents and stuff. But when I say it's a nice place to go and visit, the Lincoln Memorial, that's I love it there. Like, that's like, I guess, one of my peace places, as you can say. And again, you can go see Dr. Martin Luther King Memorial right there, and read his different quotes that are on the wall that they placed in the marble. It's real nice and tranquil. Um, and so that was, I'm sorry, I got off track, but it's not really off track, but it teaches you history of BC, especially what went on there years ago on the march, about human rights and everyone coming together in a peaceful protest or whatnot, not wanting. We don't want what happened a few years ago on January 6th. That was a riot. So that was not at all a peaceful time. So that was not a freedom of a peaceful assembly. Excuse me. And lastly, no, it's not last because I have two more. They said seven main human rights, but um, then we have freedom of association and participation. So I guess they're saying be careful on who you go with or who you associate yourself with when you do your freedom assembly or whatnot. So, and then this last one, it says, yeah, I'm sorry, it is the last one. So number 7, freedom of association and participation in public affairs and elections. So again, you're not obligated to choose or what not who you want to vote for, who you want to be around, but it's best to be in a peaceful place, get along with everyone, no matter what color or what religion they're in or whatnot. And yes, freedom of association, public affairs. Yes, you're correct, Bishop. And so also, I read on, they said that what is the number one country to rank in the human rights? And it's sad. I want to say it's very sad that I didn't see United States on this list. I did not. Like, I seen all these countries and islands, even where my family's from, they rank 60 something in this rank of for the human rights they grade or whatnot. And Jamaica was a little lower, and United Kingdom was up there as well. But like all these countries all around the world globally, and United States did not rank any of them or whatnot. So I'm going to give you top four that ranked top four of that got an A in 2024 for the human rights, who practice human rights each day are: number one is Iceland, which they got an A. They got 97.9. Number two, Astoria, 96.5. Number 3 was Denmark, 94.4. And number 4 was Finland, which was they tied with Denmark, which was 94.4. And some countries, I know some of our small towns, we get along or whatnot, but I have to go through that list again because that didn't fly right with me. Like, I know we get along in some way, but it was a little sad that we didn't even come up on the rank, and it was like 100 countries on there, and I didn't see United States, or I didn't even see a town or a state in there. So it makes me want to go ahead and visit some of these countries. Um, So yeah, Iceland, Astoria, and Denmark and Finland. And I want to say, isn't Denmark? I don't know if they're independent yet, but I want to say I forgot who owns them, but because I know the British, some of those countries that they were naming was British countries, but the United Kingdom was on there too. So I have to go back on there. And so I wanted to come forth to you tonight because today is Human Rights Day, and we want to bring awareness to equality, not even self-awareness, excuse me, get everyone getting along no matter what race or color you are, or religion, and um, just to come together in unity. And so I hope I was very informative to you guys tonight. And oh, I know y'all probably saying, what happened to the ribbon? I didn't see any ribbon. I didn't see a ribbon for Human Rights Day. I might have to look that more up or whatnot. But I had the theme, which I told you guys, and I told you excuse me, the seven human rights equalities or whatnot in the history, which started in 1948. Um, I had the 4 R's for human rights. Excuse me, I'm sorry, because I had to go out of there because. And also, who's responsible for human rights? Do we know? Who, who's responsible? And which are the human rights falls on the states, our state government, our government. So look how the shutdown just happened, and so we weren't getting along then, and we're divided anyway from the Democrats, Republicans, liberal, independent. So maybe why we didn't make the ranking. I don't know, but it's really weird, and it was mind boggling to me that not to see that. And the three basic rights for human rights are life, liberty, and property. Life, liberty, and property, which was described by a philosopher named John Locke. Um, Again, freedom to speak, freedom of expression. Again, you don't have to be verbal. It could be pen on the paper, or through your art, through any, that's your right. Oh, and this is another thing. The 4 pillars of human rights is dignity again. Again is first is dignity, and again is liberty, equality, and brotherhood. Um, yeah, I thought I had it, but um, that's I wanted to come to you. I'm sorry, I wanted to come to you tonight and to present this. Yes, they were on there too, Bishop. They were on the Sweden and Norway, and okay. Also, Sweden and Norway are all happier countries than America. Yeah. Yes, pretty much. Because some people just lately it's like people are just always angry. Like, and then it's I guess because other people when they're together that comes with who are you associated with or who you assembly with. They could put their stuff on you, and then it makes you all wacky and all that type of stuff. So you're right. Um, I forgot. I wanted to read you the 4 R's, but I can bring forth that on Sunday. And so I hope I was very informative to you guys tonight. Oh, I found it. I found it. It's not 4 R's actually, because I didn't jot this down, but I should have memorized it. But I had so much info, and then I brought in some personal things saying you need to tour down Lincoln Memorial and the Martin Luther King Memorial. And even I told my almost not all time, because we always went there when I was little at the school trip. My all time favorite museum, you got to know, is the American History Museum. The American History Museum is my all time favorite museum. And I told Halima that a few weeks ago, and she said, "Oh, really, mommy?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I never been." I said, "Well, we got." She said, "Well, can we go?" And I was like, hmm? I was a little shocked. So I'm gonna take her up on that offer. So and I actually passed it yesterday when me and my mom I was taking my mom to her doctor's appointment. And so I was like, oh, there it goes, the big old building. Because they had the big old, at that time that we were doing projects on dinosaurs. So they had the big old dinosaur in there. I just love history. Like, even in the old times, my favorite are westerns, watching western movies and stuff like that, and old time movies, because it's just like it's amazing or how far we came with technology, how far we came with clothes, fashion, with the fashion, everything. So I just I just love it. I just love it. So yes, we are gonna go. We're gonna go. And oh, you said awesome. Let's go. Yes, I love it. And so I love that museum. So, um, and but I have not yet gone to the African American Museum, and I showed my mom. I'm not sure if she remembers or if it was even finished being built before COVID. I'm not sure because I know she probably wouldn't remember if it was, but um, I showed her it yesterday, and she said, "Wow, this is a huge building." I said, "Yes." So I'm planning to do that too, but I want to go to the back to the American History Museum. That's my fave. Um, and so I'm sorry to go back. The 5 R's of human rights are a framework for the military slash the DoD is saying the DoD personnel to act responsibly during operations often cited as. So the 5 R's for human rights are recognize, refrain, react, record, and report. Again, recognize, refrain, react, record, and report. And they said, well, actually, it should be 6 because they said sometimes it should be respect as well. We should respect one another no matter what. We should respect one another. And and so they're saying, so instead of saying refrain and react, that and to replace that, it should be respect. They're saying I researched on. Um, and also or recognition to ensure that they don't we do not commit or condone violations, focusing on accountability and protecting dignity in conflict zones. um, so we should all recognize human rights in everyone. um, so so that's recognize, refrain, reaction, record, and report, and respect one another. Yes, that's all we would like, to respect one another, respect um, everyone's human rights. And so this is Minister Jinjin coming to you tonight on Human Rights Day. I love y'all and I thank y'all for coming on tonight. And I hope I was very informative and I hope I wasn't rambling, but because Minister Jinjin can keep, can go on and go on. If you listening, because it's a different heard a while back. Just it's sticking with me for the last couple of months now. It says people can what was the saying? People can listen to you, but do they hear you? So if you're listening to me and you can hear me, oh, that's A1. So Mr. Ginger gonna keep going and going and going and going, especially what I love and enjoy doing, and which is researching and looking up things and bringing forth to you on things I didn't know and you didn't know. So, and I always ask questions. Again, what my first boss said, no question is a stupid question. He told me that when my first job when I was working at Shoe City. So I always ask questions. So that's why I try to keep my brain going, because sometimes I go on E and I'm like, I didn't say that, or sometimes I forget things or whatnot. And and I do apologize. Again, I'm bad on time. I will admit that. I'm taking self accountability on that. But I'm trying to get better. But that's one thing I love to just I just love I want to just keep my brain going, just to keep reading on things, and or even just not even just reading, just finding out from people that have been through it or have gone through whatnot that I have never been through or that I don't know. And then I can pass that on to someone else like you guys and the world, or and my kids. Um or even if someone doesn't know, or it's not me trying to think I know everything, but I just if you're not pronouncing it right, or even I don't pronounce some things right, I don't get offended or anything. I don't get offended on things or whatnot. So I love when someone tells me, "Oh no, this is pronounced this way," or "This is this state," or that that sort or whatnot. So I thank y'all for each week coming on, or if you don't come on when I'm on live and just going back and just listening to me, I appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all and I love y'all. And I hope I was very informative tonight with you guys. And I'll see you guys on Sunday at service at the best church. Yes, at Victory City of Praise with Bishop Salter. And I love y'all. And so I got to go because I have to go pick up my baby because she went on to a play tonight with her school. So it's been a busy day, busy week. For the next 2 weeks, we're gonna be busy. So Mama doesn't stop, don't stop, can't stop. Love y'all.